This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He has shared with his team this week that this is crucial for conference positioning in the SEC. On the road, they have got to be the best version of themselves. And what he's talked about is making sure they are over-communicating at the line of scrimmage. This home crowd makes it so tough on opponents. It's loud, it's hectic down here, and he said, I want our quarterback to run this show with calm and composure. We'll see if he's able to do that here in the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Sooners headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Reed. Grabbed in the middle. It's Craver. He's loose. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Out wide right, it's Harris. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide left, it's Sategna. Off and running. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. And that time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Take a chance from midway in his end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? Corrals it at the 45. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Again, it's Reed. fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7 lead. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. RPO complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Looking downfield. Caught outside the numbers. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Sooners! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Deep in the end zone, it's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage.
There he goes! All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Throwing Reed. Flush to the left. The throw. Left side is Craver. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here's Reed to throw. Out wide left, it's Owens. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The run inside. It's Blaylock. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, this offense just hasn't been able to find a rhythm so far in this game, and maybe they need to stop taking so many shots downfield, just work some more high-percentage completions to get these drives going to score some points.
From the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Right side, it's Blaylock. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Sategna. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Unloads in the nick of time.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. On the move. And down he goes back at the 3.
Great job by pass defense down here with their backs against the wall. They're doing a good job really constricting these windows for the quarterback to throw into and getting pressure on the QB, making them pay every time they drop the quarterback back to throw.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Motion from the back. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Owens. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got him on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Texas A&M going quickly.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay an hour.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Fires to the middle. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That is a play the big man has to make, right? 3rd down. It's a critical situation. QB went the right place with the football. He found his tight end open. He just has to make the catch.
Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback keeper. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back. It's Spatier. Rush right in his face. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 16 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Illini coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Left side, it's Sategna. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And that's why defenses practice pursuit drills, right? All week long. Pursue, pursue, pursue. The play's never dead. You don't know what ball carriers are going to do. Sometimes they pirouette, they spin out, they try to reverse field, thinking they could be Superman and make a bunch of different guys miss. Not that time, though. Look at the defense and the speed they have. They never give up on the play, and they create a huge loss for this offense.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Reed. Out wide left, it's Riley. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Dropping back, it's Reed. Rolls right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Hits the hole. It's Owens. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Reed. Right side, it's Owens. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Fourth down, Reed unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Moving out to the right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Bentley. Rushes on. Avoids the pressure and gets away. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Left side is Sategna. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fields the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick give. It's Owens. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Throwing Reed. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. right back to the well. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. Getting set for the point after. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
14. Jack, check. 36-92, bump check. Ready, go.
Looking for the marker. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it. Stopping him on 4th down. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but caught, and he's got room. He's got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Reed. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And here he comes out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Oklahoma sends the offense out ready to go on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off.
He's loose. You want to talk about changing field position. A huge play takes it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Sells the run, looking to pass. Moves to his right. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing the
Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Reed, under pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his target. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Turning it on. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Throwing Reed. Left side is Owens. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Fires into the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.